Okay, perfect. Now, can you see my screen? You can see the Zoom right
Yeah, I
now.
can
Is
see
that,
your screen. Yeah.
so you're seeing Zoom screen now? Okay, perfect. So let's go into MLS. This is, and I just happened to have this one up because I was actually doing something I was setting up a deal. So let me close that. Do you see my MLS? You see my bright MLS right now?
Yes, right now I see a bright MLS and you got that one, the one line display.
Okay. So you see there, do you see all these houses that is on there?
Yeah, you got the 3503 Eastern, the 4240.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. So let's say, your client, let's say these are the houses. Maybe let me take it one step back on one of the ways that I kind of like, control the situation to be able to help my client. So let's start with a search.
Yes.
So you spoke to Mr. Buyer, and Mr. Buyer says, yes, I only want to live in Waldorf.
Yes.
I only want Waldorf. So I select Waldorf, Maryland. Okay. I'll consider Brandywine. So I say, okay, Brandywine, Maryland. Oh, you also said you wouldn't mind living where? Largo, you said?
Lanham.
Lanham? Okay. All right. Any other place that you wouldn't mind living, sir?
No, those be good.
Okay, so we keep it those three places. And we said the important thing to you, your must have is it must have minimum 3 bedrooms.
Yes.
It must have minimum 2 bathrooms.
Yes.
You said you do want it to have a basement. So see, I'm selecting all the things that he's saying absolutely must have.
Yeah.
So I select basement, you must have a basement. And you said you must have a yard.
Yes.
We'll see, when it happens. I'm not going to limit that. I'm not going to select that because that's actually a quantity that is a little bit hard to, to quantify when you're trying to put searches together. You don't want to limit a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
But yes, I understand what you're talking about. You do want a nice yard. Now, any other thing that is important to you?
I want it to be a detached home.
You want it perfect.
Single
So
family.
good. So we're going to now come here. We're going to say we're looking for fee simple. Okay. We select fee simple and we want detached. So from what you're saying to me, you don't want a townhome. You're not looking for a townhome. You don't want anything like that. You want single family homes, right?
Correct.
So I've selected all those things. If we know the price range, that always helps until you get the client qualified and by a loan officer, you know how much they, if you do know that, that would definitely help. If you don't, we're still in a broad range. So, but what I do is, and I say to them, okay, based on what you said to me, either based on what we've gotten them qualified for, or based on how much they want to pay a month, and because you've been doing this for a minute, you're able to kind of like get a general idea that, okay, if my client wants to pay $2,000 a month, their mortgage or the purchase price should not be more than, depending on how much money they have down, maybe it shouldn't be more than maybe 250 or 260, right? So I give myself a cushion. But on the price range over here, so I'm going to say, let's do anything from 180,000. So I put 180 to 250, or I go maybe 275, just to have a range. Once you do that, if you look at the bottom, it tells you right off the bat, based on the price range you gave me, there's only one match.
Yeah.
So that would be very hard, to find a house in those neighborhoods that we talked about, or in Waldorf, Brandywine, and Lanham for that kind of a price. So we might want to raise the price up to $300,000. But even at $300,000, see what happened? Only one. What this is telling you right off the bat is, now you need to have the conversation. Sir, based on you wanting to spend $300,000, there's not going to be a whole lot of houses
it's only one
that is detached in where you're looking for.
Let me ask you a question, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I got a couple clients that are always using Redfin, Zillow, all this other stuff, and then they're bringing in these pictures, and then I go into the MLS to look for it, and they don't show up.
Yeah. I love it when clients give me that. So I tell them, I'm right off the bat, he says to them, I've got the largest system in the world, is the MLS. The MLS incorporates every single thing that is available in Maryland, in DC, in Virginia. Yes, you're going to find some properties on the Redfin. It's like you finding just exclusive properties that is only listed by eXp Realty or by Keller Williams. You know, that's what Redfin is. Zillow is also pretty big, but again, there's some factors that Zillow does not put into consideration. One of them is the house may have been sold, but Redfin is still advertising it because they're trying to bring clients to their website. It's no different from if I've sold my listing, but I keep marketing my listing even though it's sold, so I can drive traffic to my, to my website.
So what I've been doing is every time a person brings up that as a, say, hey, look, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this is what I'm seeing. I don't know why you can't see it. I quickly hop on HomeSnap and I ask for the address and I tell them, I say, hey, look, this is sold already since this date.
Exactly. And
So-
that's where that's where your confidence comes in. That's why you gotta sit there and like, I understand. Bring me any property you see, whether it's on Redfin or on Zillow. Let me go in there, because if it's not available on the MLS, it means it's been sold, it's under contract, or whatever the reason, or it might be an off market. It might be a for sale by owner, So let me do that research for you. But I guarantee you, Mr. and Mrs. Klein, that I will find the house if it's available, because this Bright MLS for this market, this is what is used, that is got the biggest pool of homes. So that's why we need to use this. But if you give me that information, I can definitely let you know if that property is still available or if it's not. So don't ever dissuade them from giving you this. Say, give it to me, I'll research it for you.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if I set this up for you, sir, if it's available in the market, in the open market, this system will find it. That same property that you don't have anymore, if all I need to do is come down here and I can click, it might be on pending if I click pending. See, look at what happened when I click pending.
You got 14 max.
In that price range, now we're went to 14 houses.
Yeah.
So that's the same kind of thing. If I take pending off, it goes back to 1. So, because right now the criteria that I'm searching is I'm searching only for coming soon and active. Because that's what we want to, go and look at. We don't want to look at a house that is already under contract or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, but now going back to this situation again, now it means, Mr. Klein, we can't find you a house that is available right now, but one in the price range you're looking for. If you're open to looking for maybe a semi-detached or townhome, maybe we can add that to it. That will increase our chances of what we can see. When I put that on there, what happens? Nothing changed. End of row, it went to 3. Interior, it went to 4. So if we leave it only on detached, we only have 1. But if we expand it some more, if the client is open to a townhome in that price range, we can find more homes. But those are the kind of conversations that you have to get them to, open up and understand. Because remember, you're leading them to let them see the value of what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So now, assuming, we can leave it at that dollar amount just to be able to do this, because I want to actually get you to showing you how to map your driving directions. Okay?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So once we click that, now let's click on results. It comes up and it gives me all these houses. These are the results. I'm going to assume that we've been through them. They like them. All these houses are showing, it's a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. So this meets all their criteria. We see the one that is detached. We know that is available. They're all active. We see what's going on. I have a little bit of a concern here. See that last house, the one in Brandywine, right off the bat. I can tell you right now that this house in Brandywine, see where it says 0 for the square footage?
Yeah.
I can tell you that I'm almost certain we're going to go and look. I'm almost certain that this is a new build.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
It's a 0 square foot. So let's look at the house.
Damn.
Exactly.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one we talked to you about last time.
Okay, but look.
And
but
what I found.
Sorry, go on. Go on.
When I called the agent, it's only 248.95 for the land, and then another 350 for the contract to build.
Exactly. Exactly. The indicator for me right off the bat, when I saw that and it says 0 square foot, that instantly tells me that this is a new build. This
Yeah.
house is not built yet.
Yeah, that's just for the
And
land.
when I'm over here looking, look at what it says to me. 5 bedrooms, 5 bath. Come on. There's no 5 bedroom, 5 bath in Brandywine that's going to be $250,000. Ding, 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 ding. Alarm bells are going off.
Yeah.
Then when I came down here, it says year built, 0. It's not built yet. It says new construction, yes, and it's not completed. So right off the bat, as soon as I saw that with the 0 square, I'm like, nah, this is not the one. So that, let's go back. That instantly, when I see this, I can instantly tell my client, you're not going to find a single family home. You're not going to find a detached home in Brandywine for under $300,000. Another thing I could do, let's go back another step behind. Let's go back again. Because I want to be able to make sure we are not missing out on anything. I'm going to do what we just did again, but change some things. So Brandywine, it's crazy when these things happen like this. Waldorf. Oh, Mr. Client, since you're in Waldorf, would you consider La Plata? Because
yeah, I consider La Plata.
Okay. And then we said Lanham. So now I increased it to La Plata, right? So we said we want minimum 3 bedrooms. We want minimum two baths. We're looking for fee simple. We're looking for a detached home, twin. We're gonna put twin. We're gonna put townhomes. We're gonna put that in there.
True, you got 155 matches coming up.
Right, because I haven't changed the price yet. But guess what? I'm gonna do also. Because I know my client is not, they're not looking for a senior community. So I'm gonna say no. I wanted to exclude anything that is in a 55, 55 or plus, adult living. We don't want that, right?
Yeah.
Also, because I know this could be misleading, I don't want to see any new construction because I know, because of what I already know from the client, they're looking for something under $300,000. There's not going to be a brand new house in any of those areas for under $300,000. So I want to exclude new construction. Okay. Just as a general rule, I'll tell you to exclude that. They do want a basement. That's absolutely important to them. They're never going to buy a house if it doesn't have a basement. So let's make sure we include a basement. So we make our life easy. So we make the client, feel comfortable. Now we got 53. Now let's change it to the price range they want. They don't want to spend more than $300,000. So we do it like that. Mr. Client, I found you 4 homes. Matter of fact, I could even include condo, fee simple and condo. I could do that because sometimes some agents will list it in a different way that we might be able to get a few more than that. So, Mr. Client, there are 4 matches of homes in those areas that you like that are under $300,000. There are 4 houses. So let's go look. So we click this and we come back here. Now we have a more realistic look because none of this is going to be a new construction, but all of them, except for that one in La Plata, is detached. So
Jimmy.
Right? One is detached, the other ones are townhomes.
Yeah.
So I select all of those properties. Then my internet is acting funny. Here we go.
Yeah.
So then I click, see showing time at the bottom right there?
Yeah.
So I click on showing time, then it brings me to this place.
Yes.
So he's asking me, because of the way I have it set up. So I'm going to click, but I already have something set up, but I want it for someone new. So I'm going to say create new showing, right? So I click on that, then I click next. So Mr. Client, what day are we? I mean, you're not having this conversation with them in real time, but I'm assuming you already spoken to them. They told you, oh, your client doesn't have the time. You can only go on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Because we already established that.
Yes,
So
the
we're gonna
12th.
go out this coming Saturday. So we select the 12th. And if your client's name is already in here, you select it. If it's not, you just add new.
Okay.
If you add new, it's gonna tell you, and you just have to fill the information out, right?
Mhm.
But I'm gonna select a name so I don't waste your time. So I'm
Understood.
just gonna select a client. I'm gonna say, you know what, let's pick this client. It doesn't matter. Let's just pick a client. So we pick that client. We're going to show this gentleman the property on Saturday. So we click OK. He does his thing, and then it comes up with this. Can you see my entire screen?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Okay. So what you can do is you can say to yourself, everything is all over the place. You can come right over here. See where it says Smart Route?
Yeah.
Just click on Smart Route, and it automatically maps it out for you. What is a smart route, right? I still don't think that's smart enough. The reason why smart route, when I did that, sometimes it will fix it perfectly, sometimes it will not. But this is still not smart enough for me. And the reason is because of the numbers that is attributed to each one of these properties, the way they came in, right?
Yeah.
So me looking at this, I can easily say to myself, I can do this based on what's convenient for me, what's closest to you, to your home, or to your location where you want to start from. You can decide to do it from what is convenient for you.
Yeah.
Or you can do it from where it's convenient for the client. Or you can just simply do it all the time, what is convenient for you, how you can save time in driving. So what I'll do is I'm looking at this, it says I can have one, then I go to 2, then I come back down to 3, then I go to 4. That doesn't make sense. So what I need to do is, what if I make this number 2 my number 1?
Yes.
And I come down to
2.
make my number 1, my number 2, my number 3, my number 3, and then there's 4. So let me just come over here. Now you see on the top corner over here?
Yeah.
I can start changing those numbers. So I'll make that 1 because I know that's 1. Let's make that one into 2.
Yeah.
Number 2, I make number 2 into 1. Then my number 4 stays the same. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Then what you do once you change those numbers, you come here where it says update. And
Yeah.
you click on the update and it adjusts everything. And now you have a much more user-friendly direction, right?
Oh shit, that saves me a lot of time.
Number 3, next step also is look on this top part right here. You see where my mouse is moving around?
Yeah. Yeah. Pick a time and
Yeah, right underneath it tells you from this
16-minute.
first one to the next one is going to be 16-minute drive. From this now is 9-minute drive. From this one is 26-minute drive. So this makes it easy for you to be able to map out and say, is this the good way? Then what if you even want to make it smarter? Then you can come over here again, now that you've changed it and it looks better on your map, right? Now
Yeah.
click on that smart route again. And this smart route now redid the map for you. Now you have a better time. It's only 10 minutes between that one, 16 minutes between that one, 24 minutes between that one. You saved yourself about approximately 7 minutes.
I'd save myself a lot of time doing it this way than doing it by paper, by lot. Yes, this is great, man.
Once you do it this
awesome.
way, you're good to go now. So the next step is now you can pick your time. So we know we're going to start in Brandywine, then we're going to go to Waldorf, then La Plata. So I can come over here and say, oh, what time did the client say he wants to start? He wants to start at 9 in the morning? Perfect.
Yep, 9:30.
Yeah, he wants to start at 9:30. So we come in and, oh, boom, 9:30 is available. Let's select that. So that tells you 9:30 to 10. It means this particular listing, the listing agent is saying is only giving you 30 minutes for each showing.
Mhm.
So I'll do that. I'll save it. I know it's going to take me 10 minutes between that showing to the next showing.
So I can do 10:30 or 10:15.
Yeah, so exactly. So sometimes I even assume that, you know what, when we get to that first property, we might only be there for maybe 10 minutes. So I can map and, drive my time. I can make it make sense. So I can send the next one. So since it's only 10 minutes, we can start that one again at 10 or 10:15, depending on, give yourself some time till you get more
Yeah.
comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Right. So I select 10:15. The good thing is if the property is vacant, perfect. You can walk in and go in if there's no one there, if it's a go and show, right?
Yep.
So give yourself good time. So I select that, save. Okay, next one, the same thing. And good thing is those two is go and save, so go and show. So that's perfect. So, okay, it's going to take 16 minutes from this one to the next one. Let's pick a time. What if I, instead of me doing 11:15, since that was an old hour and to go and show it's vacant, what if I pick the time on that one and I say, let's start that one at say 11 o'clock instead of the old 11:15, right?
Yeah.
That was also an hour showing. Boom. I can overlap my time. I know the longest time is going to be between this one and the last one of 24 minutes, but I've got good lapse time on there. Boom. I can select it. But now, the only thing is this last one, see what it says over here. This listing is not accepting online appointment request. So you can just click in here, say requested. Just for the sake of you being able to plan your time, select the time that you would like. So let's say we're selecting between 12 and 1 for our showing on that one, right? And you click save. Now, you can now, I'm not going to do this because I don't want it to mess up someone else's time, okay? But once you do all of this, let me move this screen out of the way. Once you do this, then you come over here. It says where it says send requests.
Yes.
Just click that. Once you click that, it's going to shoot it out and it's going to either be pending or it's going to be instantly approved. Then you can email this information to your client. You can print this information if you want, once your showings are approved. Then for this one that it says that you cannot do, you cannot request it online, you know you love to show that property between 12 and 1, just go back into the MLS and look at 4170 Ray Drive, and let's see what the instruction says on how we can select that showing, right? So we go all the way down here and it says appointment is by phone. So I'll call the client and it tells us they need a 24-hour notice. Maybe because someone is in the property, right? But I can pick up the phone and say, and call and say, hey, leader. When leader picks up, hey, leader, how you doing? This is Jimmy from eXp Realty. You know, I want to show your property at 4170 Ray Drive. My client is available between 12 and 1 on Saturday. Can I request that? Is that possible? Yes or no? Or she'll tell me when it can be done, or say, oh, yeah. Or sometimes I don't even call them because you're so busy, especially in your case. I just go into my cell phone and I send a text. I text the agent, I text them my digital business card, and I say, hi, leader, this is Jimmy. I'm looking to show your property on Saturday to one of my clients between 12 and 1. Could you please let me know if that's available or not? And I send it. Then they'll get back to you and text you and say yes, no, or whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
It makes your life easy. You don't need to be on the phone. Just text it. Text your digital business card. And because your digital business card instantly tells them you're an agent, so you don't need to repeat a bunch of stuff. Now they know you're an agent. They know you're licensed. They know that you can go and show a property over there. So, and then you say to me, I want to show your property. Can we get that done? You've introduced yourself to that other agent. You're making yourself stand out. You're not bothering them with a phone call. You know, everybody's busy, and boom, your life is easy. You're making things happen, and you're able to keep going, right?
Right.
So what I'm gonna do, because I want to show you, even though I'm not sending this through, but this is how you basically do it. But what I want to do is, because I want you to be able to see how this happens or what it looks like or the next thing you can do. So I'm going to get back out. I'm going to, you can see my MLS, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to unselect every single thing because I want to do something a little bit weird. So I'm going to go back into showing time because I want to be able to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to come to the tour that I've already selected that I know is working. so I can show it to you. So I already set this up. This is the last one that I put on there. I'm going to remove it because I don't want to request it. So I'm going to just remove it. So assuming everything is done, boom, I send the request. I click the send request, right? It's requested. I come over here. This is a perfect example because I actually called this, I texted this agent and he said to me that it's okay for me to show that property between 10 and 11 on Saturday. So I've got this now. Everything is set up. So the next thing I do, now that I've got my green check mark, is all confirmed, I come to the email. I click on the email box and I go in there and I send an email to my client. I'm going to send it to you so you can see what it looks like. So your email is manny.ferrofino, right?
Manny.Ferrofino, EXP Realty, yes.
Ferrofino, one N, one F, right?
No. If you're gonna send it to Manny, send it to Manny Ferrofino, no dot.
Okay, Manny, F-E-R-R.
You got it.
Sorry?
You good.
Okay. So Manny Ferrofino, right?
At yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com. Because I want you to see what it looks like. So I text that, I put my client's email address in there, and I come down here and I click send, boom. It says, okay, email is sent successfully, boom. My client's gonna receive that. They're gonna click on that and they can follow exactly where we're going. If I wanna print it, I come over here to the corner as well when I see the print icon and I can click print. And look, you can do a version for you as an agent, or you can change it and say buyer's version. And then you can print it. Done. So once you do that, everybody's life is easy. You can print it and give it to your client when you meet them, or you can just email it to them and you can print your own version so you know where you're going and all that kind of stuff. And guess what? You can even email this tour link to yourself. So it's on your phone. And then if you have, I'm going to unlock my screen so you can see. Sorry, you're going to have to deal with my ugly face.
It's all good.
If I can get this thing to even open, okay, I need to go to the side. Start video. Okay, there you go. So look, if you have showing time, mobile app, if you have it on there, see showing time right there?
Yeah.
If I have it on, it's right there. You know, Home Snap, all of that. I have all those, they're in there. So once you set all that up, the information comes right onto your showing time mobile app. See, there you go. And it's right there. And you can just right away, oh, system is mega slow tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, something must be going on. But it's right there and you can follow you know exactly what your time is. You know, it tells you when it's approved and all that. So that's it. Done. Perfect. Done.
Yeah.
So it makes your life easy. You know exactly. You know exactly where you got to go now. You don't have to be worried about the timing on anything. You're all set up. You're all good to go.
I got to tell you that this right here is a game changer for me by maybe 45 minutes to an hour on my day planning when I got to go show homes. So this right here is definitely a very special moment for me, and I appreciate that, man. That's hot, and I love that. That right there is a great training experience, bro.
That is what it's all about, and that's what I'm here for, to help you out with. Little things like this you're gonna pick up. Little things like this will transform the way you do your business. So boom, Mr. Client, boom, 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 we're done. You send it to them, and what I normally do, I just follow up with a quick text. Hey, Mr. Client, I just emailed you our itinerary. I'll see you at such and such address at 10 a.m. on Saturday. I give them the first address we're going to meet on so that they have it on their phone. They have it in my text. I'll meet you there at 9 whatever at 10 a.m. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Text, you're done.
It's
You
very
go,
similar,
you
very
move on to
similar
the next
to
thing.
what I'm doing,
Now, you know,
except my planning was not like this. This is
this
great.
is the easiest. This is the best way for you to do it. So don't forget, I'm gonna send you the link for this video. You can go right back and watch it over and over again. I'm gonna put it on my YouTube page as well. You go back, watch it as many times as you need to, because these
Okay.
little things will transform the way your business is done. It will transform how quickly you can do things, and it takes a lot of stress and strain away from what you're trying to accomplish.
It does. It does. It does. It does. Because it does get very. I've shown a lot of properties, and it does get stressful when you got to plan for four properties in one day, maybe even up to five properties in one day.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, you want to maximize your time. So that's one way of
Yeah.
doing it. So now to go back to the other thing I was trying to show you also real quick here as well is, so now let's go. So when I said I'm setting up stuff for my client, right? Hey, so okay, going back to that same example, Waldorf, they want to live in Waldorf. So we put Waldorf on there. Or they want to live in La Plata, we put La Plata on there. They want Brandywine, we put Brandywine on there. So these are the areas that my client wants to live. I'm going to set up an auto search for them. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Show me that.
now that we know the place you want to live, we know you want minimum 3 bedroom, we know you want minimum 2 bathrooms. And just for the sake of being able to get a few more properties, I'm going to do a few things. So, we know we don't want any senior community because they said they don't want to live in a senior community. If they do, we make sure we select that. And that's another way you can strictly, if you want to strictly search for, senior communities, you can just click yes, and you'll be able to get that. We know the client doesn't want a new construction, so we're going to exclude new constructions. We know the client, hey, by the way, if your client is looking for bankruptcy homes, auction homes, properties in foreclosure because they want a deep discounted deal because they're investors or anything of that sort, you can come right here in the sale type and you can select what what you're looking for. To show you one thing, right? So let's say, but that's how you do. But let me show you in something like that. So fee simple. Do you know how, if I want to select condominium, do you know how to do it?
Just click on the condominium.
Yeah, but if I want to select fee simple and condominium, do you know how to do that?
No.
Okay, because a lot of people don't. So I click on fee simple, then click on your control and hold on to your control key on your keyboard.
Okay.
Move the mouse to condominium and click on that as well.
Nice.
That's how you select if you want to continue
More
to
than
select.
one. Because you can do that on your mobile phone, but you can't do that on a laptop without having to use control.
Exactly. So that's how you do it. So you click on, if you want to select more than one item in the same box, hold on to your control key, click fee simple, click condominium, let go of it. You want the same thing. The same thing goes on the structure side. They want detached, hold on to your control key, click detached, click twin, end of row, interior, and you let go. Yeah. So it selects multiple stuff for you. And if you click on one of them, everything disappears except that one. What if you want to undo every single thing? The same thing. Click on the control and click on that. It deselects that same thing. Okay. So control, we're going to go detach, twin, end of row, interior. We select all of those. Now we've got 91 properties. They want a basement. So let's make sure we select a basement. Now we're down to 43 properties. Now let's put a price range. They want anything from 140 to 350. Just because I just want to give you something to be able to search. So we select that. Whatever the price range is what you do, right? So you select that. And once all that is done, then you come to results. It shows you all these results. You can increase the number on the page. If you go up there, if you do this drop down, you can increase up to 250 or whatever the case is, if you have a long list, right? So you can see everything on one single page. So it gives you all the information, your CS, those are your coming soons, and all these are your active. It gives you a description. The way I even have my screen set up, I have it set up that even on the side, it tells me what my compensation is. So you can always add things on there, for your compensation, the prices. You can add as many stuff as you want to, in any of those places.
Okay.
So now that you have all of these there, now if these properties are the ones that you want to set up for your client. Now, don't forget, when I set this up, I go into that top box and it selects every single thing. Once that's selected, then I come down here to the bottom. I click on carts. I already have clients that are in my cart, right? But this is a new client. I've never set an auto search for them before. This is my first time. So I'm going to go here, new cart, click on new cart, and I give my cart a name. I can call it new client. I can call it buyer. I can call it whatever it is that I need to, it doesn't matter. It's just, this is just my reference. I call them buyer. If they're already in my contact, I can select them. If they're not, I just click on create. Okay. So I'm going to say it's a Mr. or Mrs. Ms. Are they buyers or sellers? They're buyers. What's the first name? Test. What's the last name? Buyer. What's the email address? test1@gmail.com. I do that. And then, it tells them what's the salutation I want. Hello test, hi test, doctor test, whatever. You can do custom, it doesn't matter. Just give them, your salutation. What's their phone number? Select a phone number for them or type in their phone number. Once that is done, then you click save. Then you click save again. Now it's saved. It instantly says buyer test for 14 items is in there. Is a bad habit of mine. I always just click add to again. Just a bad habit. I don't know why. I just do it. So I click add to, it's already added it to it. Then I go to save. When I click on save, you have new saved search, new auto email, new speed bar shortcut. I want to do a new auto email because I want anytime any property that meets the criteria that we just set up becomes available, it's going to alert me for this client. So I'm going to go here in contact and I'm looking for buyer test buyer. I've selected them, right? If I want to send this email to someone else as well, I can CC them, right? So I'm going to CC you. So I'm going to say Manny Ferrofino at yahoo.com, right?
Yeah.
Now you CC'd, and then I can give it a subject, I can call it your Charles County properties or whatever it is, just to let them know, or your new searches, it doesn't matter, just something to let the client know, new searches, of their properties, whatever. Give it a subject title, right? Then all of this is already pre-filled for you. Your signature is down at the bottom. Then I come over here all the way to the bottom. See where it says enable concierge mode. Now, you could do this one of two ways. You can enable this concierge mode. If you do that, it means anytime a property becomes available that meets those searches that we found for these 14 or 16 properties, right? We're going to send these properties to this client. But if I enable the concierge search, see right here in this middle where it says criteria, anytime the MLS finds any property that meets the criteria that are set up here, is going to alert me first and tell me that it found those properties. But because I have the concierge mode enabled, I have to go in there every single time to approve those properties before you can send it to the client. Because you are busy and you don't always want to keep going and doing this, I would recommend you do not select that option. For you, because you're busy, I'm going to recommend that you do not enable the concierge mode.
Okay.
Let it just automatically go to your clients. Every single time he finds it, you don't ever have to worry. They're just going to keep getting properties from you. You don't have to do anything. Okay.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Then you can come in. This is always selected for you. It says shows this contact in a reverse prospecting result. You can engage that. I don't like to. And the reason why, hold on. Yeah, I don't like to. The reason why I don't like to, select this, see this line where it says, show this contact in reverse prospecting results?
Yes.
The reason why I don't is, if you do that, don't forget, these are not, you sending someone's listing to a client. The reason I personally don't do it, and the way I was taught is, when I do that, the listing agent on the other side, if they do not operate based on scruples, if they are not truthful, honest, and ethical, they can reach out to your client to try and poach them and to try and sell to them directly.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't ever let that. I don't ever select that.
Thanks for letting me know.
I always dislike that. Because this, look what it says, client this checklist will, because then you're basically giving your client's information to another agent. What if you haven't gotten, what if your client is saying, I don't want to sign an agency agreement yet. I want to shop for other,
Yeah.
At least get some control that they're getting something from you for free that is building your brand, that is letting them understand that you're working for them. That's why you don't want, someone else doing a reverse prospecting on them. That's my take. So that's
a good take.
how I do it. Then you can tell the system here, if you wanted to send it ASAP, it says ASAP, emails are sent, as it means it's going to send right away. If you want to do it daily, you can select the days, you can select what time, you can do all of that stuff. You can say, oh, well, I don't want to send this client anything on Sundays, or, you can do whatever. You can say only, every day, all PM, what you can do that. Or you can just click ASAP. And when you do ASAP, anytime it comes, boom, they'll get it. Once you select whatever works for you, right? If you want to do it only monthly, you can even do that. I do ASAP. Time is of the essence. I want the client, I want to get them, to look for a property, get a property real quick. Since we're already going to get them pre-approved, we want to, strike while the iron is hot. We want to get them under contract soon. So let's go out right now. We know, except if they say, oh, I'm not buying for 6 months. Well, okay, in that case, let me start sending you properties so you get a good feel, get an idea. Then in 6 months, we're going to get more serious, right? But at least I can, I'll send you stuff,
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man.
Then you click, once that's done, you click save. And once you click save, created auto email, new search. That email is going to go out. You should get it. Did you get it?
Not yet.
It's because of that. It's because of me selecting that, ASAP thing. I want you to get it right away. So I want you to get it right away. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to just say new searches. And we're going to go here. I'm not going to enable concierge. I'm not going to do reverse. I want you to get it like right now. I'm going to send it right now. I want you to get enable as a favorite search on home tab. No, that's fine. Show this content. No, I don't want to do that. So we select ASAP. And you still haven't gotten it even now?
No, not yet.
Let me. Oh, I know why you didn't get it because it said, because it saved it. So let me go here now. It saved it. So saved, let me see my saved searches. I believe that's what it did. So I'm looking down here. It said my cards, recent use contact, buyer test. Okay, what about, let's see, sent. Let me see where the sent email. Where is buyer test? Buyer, I think buyer is the first name, or is it test that is the first name? Where is he? Let's go down to T for test. Can you see? I can't even see.
Hold on. Yeah.
Buyer test. Do I need to search it? Let me see. Buyer test, buyer test. Buyer test. I can't see it. Now, we might have to, this is a good thing because because I've never actually done it the way I just did it now.
Okay.
That may mean something. Let me.
You have 5 pages.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. What about tests? Let's see. What about tests? What about buyer test? That's interesting because I've filter sent email. So what about auto email? Let's see. Where's, okay, buyer test is read ASAP. Oh, but guess what? It says, good to know. See, he hasn't sent it out yet. So he's just keeping it in there. He hasn't sent it out yet. See, not checked.
Yeah.
So he hasn't sent it out yet. So that is not good. I don't like that. So let's do it this way because I've never done it like that before. So let's do it the way I normally do it. So let's try and get this done right because I've never done that before. So I'm actually glad we're seeing that.
Good.
Because I've never done it like that before. So the way I normally do it is I always do enable concierge mode. Then I always have also send me the alert notification by email. So it's going to send it to me once it's done. So yeah, please. Oh, good. Oh, yes. So don't deselect the email concierge. Don't deselect it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
But
just don't do the reverse prospecting.
Yeah, but deselect the reverse prospecting.
Yeah.
Because see, now he's giving me save, go to approvals. And it wasn't giving me that before. It was only giving me save. So you need to enable that concierge. Because when you disengage it,
yeah,
what happens? You only save.
Yeah, it's on a schedule.
So, yes, you need to have that. So once you do that, right? Click save, go to approval, and boom, it brings you right to this screen. Then you can either approve all 14 or you can choose what you want to approve. So I just usually go to approve all 14, boom. Once I approve all 14, it says right there, approve 14 listings sent to test buyer. So you're going to get that right away. But what then happens after this is if any property meets that criteria, it's going to alert you first. So you will actually have to come here to approve them. But what I'm going to recommend is if you have time, if you don't, I hope I remember tomorrow. I'm going to call Bright MLS and find out if there's a way that I can have constantly just let it be sent out without me having to approve it. Because so what happens is we've set that thing up, it's gone to the client, and then what's going to happen is anytime there's any property that meets those criteria, you're going to get those alerts. Then it's going to look something like this. Then I have to come here and then just approve it, because these are clients I already have set up, right? And these are properties that meet the criteria that I have set up for them. So he finds it, then I just approve it so that they can get. This is me sending it to those clients. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So I believe you always have to do this. But I'll call Bright MLS. I hope I remember tomorrow. I'll call them and find out if there's even a way I can eliminate that process as well.
Okay.
But you're always learning something, there's always stuff to learn, which is the beautiful thing about this. So that's how you set them up. So now you tell your client, Mr. Buyer, I already set up, your searches for you. I need you to go into that place and check it, because this is what's going to happen now. When I come back over here, see on this section, my dashboard,
Yes.
recent portal use or portal visitors. Everything that I've set up for this client is right here. It's going to let me know if they went in there to look at it or not.
Yeah.
It's going to let you know if they've never opened it. It's going to send you an alert and say your client has never opened it up. So you can actually call them, say, hey, what's going on, my friend? I sent you those listings. You haven't gone into your portal. I need you to go into your portal, because when you go into your portal, you can tell me what you like or what you don't like. For example, look at this lady, Monique Gordon. See where it says heart 4?
Mm-hmm.
She's gone in there. She likes 4 properties.
Yeah.
So those are the ways that I know. So she selected property that she likes. I can say, well, that's active. This one is coming on the market on the 18th. This one is coming on the market, on the 11th. So now I know the things that she's interested in. I can now call and say, hey, I see those properties that you like. Let's set it up. I'm going to set it up. What time on Saturday works for you? 10? Okay, boom, let's get it done. So you encourage your client to say, I'll set up your portal. I want you to go in there. And once you go into your portal and you visit your portal, Mr. Client, what I want you to do is, if you like something, just click on it. Say you like it. Let me know what's going on. So that way, I see what you see. You're able to give me information and feedback. That way, it eliminates me being on the phone with you and saying, so which ones do you want to see? And then the client is saying, I want to see address, blah, blah. That takes all of your time. I don't need them telling me which address. No, just go into the portal. They can heart it by favoriting with a heart shape and say, I love those. They can click on, let me show you this way. This is the best way to do it. So they can, no. There's a better way. I want to show you something. I want to show you, this is pretty cool. So let me click on the, okay. So let me click on it. So the client can go in there in their portal. The portal looks somewhat like this when they open it, right? It tells you when was the last time they visited the portal. You can tell. She was there at 8:52 tonight. It tells you she's loved 30 properties. 3 over here, she's kind of like, I kind of like them. They're possibilities. So it's giving you ideas of, they can click on it and say, that's a possibility. I like it. I'm not sure. Oh, I really love this one. I want to see, So you see these things. Then you can have a conversation and say, I saw the ones that you think are possibilities. Do you want us to set that up as well and go and have a look? So you can see everything that is going on. You can even come in here and change their criteria if you need to on the searches. You can do so many things when you come in here. You can open up their portal. This is what their portal looks like when you open it up. So you tell Mr. Client, if you like a property, favorite that property. Messages that they sent me is right in here, or that I send them. Anything, all of these things is right here. So you can, you don't have to do all of these things, but you can, at least it gives you an idea. This is what their portal looks like.
Yeah.
So the ones that they said they love, I see what, they see those information, I see those information. I don't need to come in here and click on all this, but at least they can say, oh, he has an open house. If they want to go see the open house, they can go. Or they can say, Jimmy, do you want to come? Or I can say, no, I'm already booked at that time. You can go. Just make sure you tell them when you get in there that you already have an agent. You know,
Yeah.
things like that. So you coach your clients, you control what's going on and how you make their life a lot easier on every single thing they do. But that's what you do. You say, hey, go into the into your portal. If you like it, click the heart shapes, tell me you love it, so I know that you love it. If you don't quite love it, it's just a possibility, click on that. Let me know what the situation is. You know, they have all the information at their fingertips over here on whatever they want to do. So let's close out on that one. So that's how you set that up for automatic, listings for them to get.
That's pretty cool, Jimmy.
And
Pretty
if you
good.
do it on your KV Core, it's similar. But don't forget, always, now you know what your mobile app is. I always tell my clients, let me give you my free mobile app. And you just text that information to them.
Yeah.
Let them have your
No,
free.
I really enjoyed our training session tonight, Jimmy, man. This thing was fantastic. You taught me a lot with the Bright MLS. I'm very grateful and thank you, man. I appreciate tonight's training session, man. It was much needed for especially planning my days.
Let's do it. Yes, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So don't forget, let's stay in touch. Even if I forget to call you, if I don't call you enough or something, and you have something that you want to discuss or that you need, let me know. Text me.
I will.
Call me.
I will
Call
make
me,
sure.
and if I don't pick up, I'm gonna respond to you and I'll call you back or text me. But let's get it going. You have a great support system behind you. You are
I know I do.
destined to succeed, and we're here to help you and make sure you succeed. And that's my goal. So don't ever feel
Thank you,
that
brother.
you cannot reach me at any point in time. All right.
Hey, man, if I can catch you in your robe, I know I can catch you anytime.
I know, right? So
I'll hear you in the morning because at 8 o'clock, if you're there, because I can only join on Fridays for right now for the next 2 weeks because of business. But
okay.
I'll hear you tomorrow morning for sure, bro.
No problems. You take it easy. We'll talk later.
All right, you too. Have a good night, brother. Thank you so much. God bless.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. And I'll send you the link.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. And don't forget, like I said to you, it's also because sometimes I'll send links to people and they say they can't open it. Just go to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to watch it there.
Okay. I'll subscribe.
I don't even know what my YouTube channel is. I know
I'm gonna look you up. I'm gonna find you.
You can't mistake my face. So so
all right, brother.
I keep loading everything there for you. All right, my man. Take it easy.
All right. Good night, buddy. Bye.
Listen, yes, sir. Bye-bye.
You too.
All right.